Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the Law Firm Marketing Mastery Podcast. As always, I am your host, Christopher Small, and I'm really excited to be here with you today. It is just past the new year, and with the new year comes the opportunity for new growth, for new challenges, for new partnerships, for new business, for new friendships, for all kinds of new great stuff. And I love this time of the year. Even though really it's just another couple days, symbolically, it represents a time for us to open our eyes, to look back and see where we've been, to look forward and see where we want to go, and to really push hard to realize the dreams that we have. So I'm super excited to be here talking to you, and I am super excited about today's topic, which is coaching and the 10 ways that coaching has changed my business. And what I'm going to be talking about today is the way that coaches have helped me. And I wanted to take the opportunity to do that because I am offering for this week, basically, and it depends on when you listen to this on whether or not the opportunity is still there. But I've decided to open up Law Firm Confidential again for members, and it's going to be a short amount of time, and I've actually switched up let me back up a little bit, I guess. Okay. If you don't know much about Law Firm Confidential, it's basically a group, a place that I created to store all the things that I've learned over the course of the almost 6 years now of starting and running and building my successful law firm. What I've done is I've created several different courses in the membership site. I think we're up to at least 4 or 5 now. And the plan is for me to create a new course every quarter. All right. Along with that comes membership to a private Facebook group that is very active and is really supportive and generous and amazing. If you are looking for feedback on marketing ideas, on your website, on blog posts, on anything, it's been really amazing, even for me. So I've really enjoyed it, and it's a great support group, and there's just the opportunities for tremendous growth by joining a group like this. And I wanted to let you all know that I'm opening it up this week only. It's going to close on Friday at 11:59, and if you go to the page, you can go to lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential. You'll see some testimonials on there and some things like that. And I hope that by now, by listening to me for these 85 episodes and by looking at the blog, you can see that this is not fluff. I'm teaching you and I'm telling you the exact things that I'm using to make money with my law firm. The same things that I've used to teach other people in all different practice areas how to make money with their law firm. And I've decided to make it really easy for you to try it out and check it out. And that is to offer the first month for $1. All right. There are 2 different levels. There are really 3 different levels, but there are 2 different levels where this dollar trial period applies. And that's the bronze membership and the gold membership. There are a couple of differences between the 2. With the bronze membership, you get one-on-one coaching call with me. With the gold, you get 2. With the gold, you also get access to a monthly Q&A, live Q&A with me and whoever else comes on the thing. And then you also get a live monthly webinar where I deep dive into a topic. The bronze membership is typically $47 a month. The gold membership is typically $97 a month. But like I said, you can come in and try it out for free. I mean, not for free. I apologize. For $1 for the first month, and then it would go up to the regular price the second month. That also gets both groups have access to the private Facebook group as well. So I would really encourage you to come check it out. It's pretty cool. The people that have joined have stayed, and they really enjoy it. I really enjoyed them, and I've enjoyed seeing their growth, and it's no joke. If you want to be good, if you want to make 2015 your best year, you got to join. You got to join groups like this. You got to uh, acknowledge that you don't know everything, that you can learn something, that support can help you, and take the leap. So I'm trying to make it easy for you. All it takes is $1. You can quit, at any time. There's no contracts or anything like that, obviously. Super easy. And yeah, you got nothing to lose, right? You got nothing to lose. So I want you to check it out. lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential. And when you get there, you can see what the other group is. The other group that I offer is a mastermind group. It's a private group, limited to 3 individuals. I have one of those going on right now. I have another one that's almost complete. I'm looking for one more member for that one. But if I keep getting more members, I'll just keep making more groups. And those groups are if you want to sort of rocket ship your growth, that's the place that you want to be. Okay, is the masterminds. We meet every week. It's just the 4 of us, and there's a lot of accountability. There's obviously a lot of one-on-one time, and there's a lot of opportunity for growth. The thing is with those, I only want A players in my masterminds because I only want people that are committed to working. We don't make excuses. In the mastermind, I call it the inner circle. We don't make excuses in the inner circle. All we do is get down to business. We pursue very, very lofty, ambitious goals, and we work hard to meet them. So, okay, that's enough about that. Again, but if you want to join lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential, even if you want to check it out. If you have questions, you can email me, chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com. I'd be happy to answer them. But it runs out, or the window closes 11:59 p.m. on Friday. Okay, January 9th or 10th, whatever that Friday is, that's when it closes. So don't email me on Saturday and tell me that you missed it, or Sunday that you tell me that you missed it, because it's going to be closed. Okay? Seize the opportunity. Okay, but I thought this was a great opportunity because that was opening up to sort of talk about the 10 ways that coaching has changed my business. I've been coached my whole life. It started in sports, and then once I opened my law firm, the first thing I did was hire a coach. Basically, I've talked about this many times. I bought this system, how to double your law firm revenues. I bought this program. It included coaching, and included phone calls and a forum, and it was a game changer for my business. I didn't know much about the business of law, and it really propelled me forward and allowed me to make some changes with my mindset that I needed to make that I probably wouldn't have made otherwise. I may still be struggling today if I hadn't have done that. And so I want to really talk about the 10 ways that coaching has changed my business, in the hopes that if you don't have a coach right now, or if you don't have that sort of support where you have some expertise behind you, that you'll go and look for it. And maybe you don't want to join my group. That's fine. I don't care if you don't want to join my group. You can go join another group, but you should be looking for something. All right. You should be getting coached. You should be improving your knowledge base, not just of the law, but of the business of law, the business of owning your law firm, because it's critical to your success. Bottom line. All right, so let's just dive right in. I've got 10 here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about them, and then I'll let you on your way. Hopefully you like them. All right, so number 1. This is probably just the biggest in terms of just concrete growth, and that is that obviously coaching helps you crush the learning curve. You get to learn from the mistakes of others and avoid the mistakes that you'd make on your own. You get a clear-cut path from start to finish, and you get people to show you the way. Imagine, I don't know. Well, I used to play Super Mario Brothers way back in the day, right? And I spent so much time trying to beat, the dragon or whatever. And then my buddy comes over and he's like, dude, you can't beat the dragon? That's ridiculous. All you have to do is, push up 3 times, BA, left, right, and boom, you beat him. It's like really? I didn't know that. And he coached me right there how to do that, right? Coaching can do the same thing for your law firm. They can, one of the things that I talk about when I have my meetings with people is I just look at their website and I just give them like 3 ways that they can change the look of their site, small minor tweaks that can make huge difference. For example, if you don't have your phone number at the top with a call to action, it says call now, not just your phone number. That can make a big difference. We talk a lot about all kinds of different stuff like that, right? But coaching helps you overcome that lack of knowledge, right? And sometimes it even boils down to you don't know what you don't know. Coaching can really help you overcome that, and it's helped me overcome that. Like I said, when I bought my program at the very beginning, when I got my first lawyer coaching or law firm business coaching, basically, it was kind of like a law firm in a box, and it was a huge help for me. I listened to the whole thing. It was like 15 CDs, a bunch of workbooks and stuff like that. I went through the whole thing from start to finish, and then I think I actually went through it again. And then we had these calls. You could ask questions, and it really sort of skyrocketed the growth of my firm and got me to where I am today. And I see people struggling all the time, and it sucks. So that's number 1. Number 2, one of the other really big advantages to having a coach that I've seen is that you get to be around other people that also want coaching. And I call these people A players, right? These people are paying for help. There's a lot of free resources out there. This is a free resource, right? But until you put your money behind it, you're not really making that strong of a commitment, right? I'm a part of my own, and I'm still being coached today. I'm a part of a mastermind group. I think I pay $27,000 a year for this group. Okay, that's no chump change, right? But what that provides me access to is not just a coach, but other people who are willing to pay that amount of money to reach new levels of success. Think about what those people are like. And I know people that are in mastermind groups and coaching groups that pay like $50,000, $100,000 a year. Think about the dudes and the girls, gals, whatever that you're hanging out with in those groups. That's the thing. When you're running around getting coached, there are other people that are around there with you, and there's this saying, what's your wealth is the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. That's why you want to hang out with these people. They will push you to new heights of success. They will open your eyes to things that you would never have thought were possible. Because typically in these coaching groups, there are going to be people that are behind you and people that are in front of you. The people that are in front of you can serve as kind of role models or inspiration to help you push forward. And then the people that are behind you, you serve to sort of push and mentor and coach on your own. So it's really a win-win, So hanging with A players is huge. And it's one of the reasons why, whenever you go to a conference and there's the opportunity to get a VIP ticket and kind of go behind the scenes or to get some special bonus, I always get that. And I don't even not always get it because of the bonus. I don't even care, but I want to be hanging out with the people that are willing to pony up the money to get into the VIP section. And that's what it's all about. The third way that coaching has changed my business is accountability, right? One of the cool things about getting coached is that, one of the cool things about getting coached is that you have someone that you're going to have to answer to at some time. Someone that's going to offer suggestions that you are probably going to accept. And then you're going to be asked if you're following through on the suggestions that you were given. And there are going to be other people that are in the group too that are going to be looking to see if you're doing what you said. And just that sort of that peer pressure, that push from others can make a big difference. That's why they say, right, if you want to go to the gym, if you want to have a successful sort of a gym habit, have a partner that you go with every day. Just knowing that the other person is going to be there is typically enough to get you to show up, and then you do the work. That's what it's all about. So accountability is huge, and even getting you to just do one new thing a day, every day for a year, would just completely change the scope of your business. If you haven't listened to the Slight Edge episodes of this podcast that I did maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago, go listen to those. That book has transformed my life. And it's all about accountability sort of to yourself and to your goals, to your dreams, to your family, and how to make huge gains one really, really small step at a time. Okay, the fourth way that coaching has changed my business is access to resources and inside information that I wouldn't otherwise have. There are like these ninja tricks and tactics that people have. There are these secret methods that people use that you might never be exposed to or even know exist if you didn't participate in some of these groups. For example, I can tell you that, I guess I don't know this for a fact, but I'm sure I'm doing some things with my business that other people aren't doing, that certainly other people in your geographic area or area of practice aren't doing. And if you could just pick up 1 or 2 things, it could really change the outlook of your business. And that certainly has happened to me. And I steal things. I borrow them. I don't really steal them. They're given to me. But from people that are outside of our profession as well. My coaching isn't just limited to lawyers and law firm owners. The coaching that I receive, I hang with people that we're getting coached, and we're in all different sort of professions and markets and things like that. But you get inside information, access to resources that you wouldn't otherwise get. I've been exposed to some really, really great insight and knowledge about internet marketing, about Google AdWords, about copywriting, about video techniques that I know none of you have ever even heard before, and that's just because I'm part of this group that I'm a member of, and you can have some of that same stuff as well. The fifth way that coaching has changed my business is a mindset shift. Man, I can't tell you how much I've changed with my mindset and the belief that I have in myself and in what I can do from when I first started. I also can't really explain the difference in productivity that I've gained between when I started and where I am at now. And a lot of that's had to do with coaching. There's this, I can tell you one of the biggest lessons that I learned, one of the hugest things that I learned was from Arjan Robbins, who is, he runs a law firm, sort of management is kind of his focus, but he still is concerned with you, helping you grow your business. And he does this thing where he talks about the plane that went down in the Andes Mountains. I don't know if you recall that, the people had to eat each other over time. And what happened was they crashed in these mountains, and the fuselage was still intact for the most part. So what these guys did was they just hung out in the fuselage forever. Of course, it was freezing cold outside. They didn't really know where they were supposed to go, and it didn't seem like they could get out. But they hung out in this fuselage until all the food was gone, and until they had to eat these people, and until basically even when all those people were gone, and they faced the proposition of just starving. And even when faced with that obvious problem, some people still wanted to hang out in the fuselage. Why did they want to do that? Because it was their safe haven, right? So the whole idea was, get out of the fuselage, get out of your fuselage, get out of your comfort zone, get out there and try stuff. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try something and not have it work. And these are sort of the mindset shifts that you need to have if you want to have success. And these things come much, much easier with coaching. because again, you have someone there to sort of support you, and you see other people doing the same things, and you see them working. You know, so the mindset shift has been just monumental for me, and I'm still a work in progress. I know I still have so much farther that I can go, um, but that's why I'm continuing to get coached. That's why I'm continuing to be a part of a mastermind group, because I want to continue to reach new heights, go to new places, and reach all my goals. The sixth way that coaching has changed my business is it's really given me a lot of confidence. Okay, I have been in getting coached. Not only have I seen my own success, but I've seen the success of other people. I've seen myself reach my goals. I've also experienced trying something and just having it work. Something that I thought would never work, and having it actually work. That produces a level of confidence that you might not have right now. And it makes a big difference in the way that you see the world, in the way that you interact with people, in the way that you interact with potential clients. Has a big effect on all of that. And coaching has really made that possible for me. Partly because of the lessons taught, and partly because, again, of the community that's around that. It's been really awesome. The seventh way that coaching has changed my business is support. Okay, not everything goes right all the time. You will stumble. I can tell you that I still, to this day, have these moments when I become deathly afraid of everything falling apart, right? Of everything failing. And I had those moments much, much more frequently when I first started, and before things, sort of became steady, or before I sort of had the confidence to know that I could just start all over again if I needed to, and I would be fine. But that support was critical. I would get on the phone for these calls, and I would just say, when I'm freaking out a little bit, I'm not sure what's going on, and they would say, look, you're doing the right things. You just have to keep at it, and you're going to see success. Because a lot of these things that you're learning and that are being taught over and over again are core business fundamentals, simply wrapped in new packaging, or sort of applied to new platforms, things like that. And they work. All you have to do is trust them and execute on them. And the support that you get from the group, from the coaches, for me, is radically changed my business. Number 8. The eighth way that coaching has changed my business is it's also provided me with a very high level of clarity. And what I mean by that is, even when I talk to people now, when I talk to sort of the people in the group and the people in the mastermind group, even what you hear a lot is a bunch of different ideas, a bunch of pursuit of a bunch of different practice areas, the shiny object syndrome, and also just not being sure of what's going to work. So you dabble a little here, then you dabble a little there, and what happens is nothing ends up working. But with the coaching that I've received, I have been able to sort of hone in on what will work, what works for me, what I want out of my business, and I've been able to really laser focus that and pull out the things that I want, and then direct my activities in a way that promote reaching those goals, as opposed to sort of floundering around doing random things and not really getting anything done. And that's a big one, because I think that's one of the biggest problems that we have, is that we're not sure what works. We're not sure what to do. We're not sure how long we should wait to figure out if something is working or not. Quite very often we don't wait long enough. I've done AdWords campaigns that I know I didn't wait long enough on. I've done radio advertising that I know I didn't wait long enough on. And when you don't execute, when you don't focus on those goals, then you don't get the results you want. And coaching has really helped me to clarify and get clarity about where I want to be and how I want to get there. Okay, number 9. This may be one of the biggest ones of all. This is a huge one, and it's one that I promote and talk about every day. And this 9th way that coaching has changed my business is that it's forced me to take action. It's pushed me to take action. So often we talk about all these ideas that we have. We talk about all these things that we want to do, but we don't act on them because we're afraid of failing, or we're afraid of them not working, or we're afraid of looking stupid, or we're just afraid, period. Or our subconscious gets to work and distracts us and moves us on to something else. But it is so nice to have someone that just tells you to just go and do it. Just go and do something. The time for talk is over. The time for analysis is over. The time for thinking is over. The time for planning is over. The time now is to take action. Time is to move forward. The time is to do it and see what happens, and then sort of regroup and go do it again and see what happens. Regroup, go do it again and see what happens. That is that's tough. And then the cool thing is that you get to share those successes with everyone, and you get that goes back to that support. You get those pats on the back, but then you get the push too. You talk about these great ideas you have, and then what I always do is, okay, great, you want to do X, what are you going to do today to get towards X? And sometimes I'll offer suggestions too that are outside of I know it's outside of their comfort zone, but I know it's going to work because nobody else is doing it in our field, because everyone's afraid to take action. You just ask, next time you're having a conversation with someone and they're telling you about how bad the economy is or about how bad business is, ask them what they're doing to get through that. What you often hear is nothing, basically, right? Failing to take action is responsible for probably 95% of our failures in life. And coaching has really pushed me to take action and continue to take action. That's why I'm doing this podcast. That's why I have my law firm. That's why I have my membership site. That's why I have all this stuff, is because I've been pushing myself to take action. When I get an idea, I just go for it and I see what happens, and I move on from there. And then last but not least, right, the 10th way that coaching has changed my business is it's just taught me a lot of great skills. I've learned sales skills. I've learned marketing skills. I've learned leadership skills. I've learned management skills. I've learned copywriting skills, videography skills. I've learned mindset skills. All of these things that I've basically been talking about this whole time are all of these skills that I've learned from coaching, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I love the idea of coaching. I love being coached, and I love coaching. And the things that I've learned, no one can ever take away from me. Like I said earlier, if somebody just stole my business right out from under me right now, I feel like I could go and get started tomorrow and still be successful. And I could probably do it better, honestly, because now that I know everything, I would avoid some of the problems that I had, and I would, I could really just start faster than I did back in the day. So, okay, those are the 10 ways that coaching has changed my business. I hope that, if nothing else, this sparks you to look around for some help, for some coaching, for someone to lean on. Like I said, I would love to have you be a part of my group if you're interested. Right now, there's no better time to check it out. The special that I'm offering goes away on Friday, $1 for the month, and I think you really enjoy it. I know there's a lot of great content behind the membership site. There are a lot of great members that are very giving and very supportive, and you could be one of those people. So, again, if you're interested, go to lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential. Check it out. You can go to this episode, lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/85, and there'll be a link there. And I hope to see you there. If you have questions, you can email me, chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com. You can call me. My cell phone is 206-601-2545. And I hope you have a great first week of 2015. I hope that you have mapped out some goals for this year and are working hard towards reaching them. And I hope that you see all the success that you want and that you deserve. All right, so I will talk to you next week. I got some great interviews lined up already. I'm going to do a lot more interviews this year, and I'm already working hard on filling all those out. So look forward to that, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.